You've never heard the story I'm bringing you today before. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Mishael Morgan hints return, Amanda or Hillary to make a comeback. Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers suggest a familiar face could make a return to the little town. Meanwhile, actress Mishael Morgan, who plays Amanda Sinclair on the soap, hit social media recently to let fans know she was headed to LA. She made sure to include the hashtag #YR at the bottom of her Instagram post. So it seems, Morgan will soon appear in the land of Genoa City. What kind of drama could she bring with her? The Young and the Restless spoilers, which role will she reprise? Amanda Sinclair or Hillary Curtis? Y&R spoilers suggest a ton of chaos around this impending legal suit that Devon Hamilton, Bryton James, is launching against Chancellor Winters. There's a very good chance that Morgan is heading back to Genoa City to reprise her Amanda Sinclair role. After all, Amanda is a lawyer who once worked at the company, and Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, may retain her as counsel for the case or request some advice. Was Amanda the lawyer who drew up all the contracts everyone signed at Chancellor Winters? Regardless, Amanda could likely provide incredible insight. The Young and the Restless spoilers, which role will she reprise? Amanda Sinclair or Hillary Curtis? The Young and the Restless fans are abuzz with speculation after shocking reports suggest that Mishael Morgan may soon make her long-awaited return to Genoa City. But the burning question on everyone's mind is, who exactly will she be playing this time? Will she step back into the high-heeled shoes of fierce attorney Amanda Sinclair, or will the writers resurrect the unforgettable and fiery Hillary Curtis? Both women left indelible marks on the canvas, and both exits left fans yearning for more. Now, as whispers of her comeback grow louder, it's time to dig into what this return could mean for the future of Y&R, the powerful storylines it might spark, and how the Abbott, Newman, and Winters families will react when a familiar face steps back into their world. Longtime fans will remember that Mishael Morgan first exploded onto the scene as Hillary Curtis, a complex and fiery woman who was as ambitious as she was unpredictable. Hillary was a master manipulator, schemer, and talk show host whose charm and wit made her both adored and feared. Her tragic death after a devastating car accident with Lily Winters was one of the most emotional exits in recent Y&R history, leaving Devon Hamilton shattered and fans heartbroken. But the writer surprised everyone years later when Mishael returned as Amanda Sinclair, Hillary's identical twin sister, an attorney who came to Genoa City unaware of her connection to Hillary and Devon's family. Amanda's story took a different tone, more controlled, professional, and grounded, but the emotional baggage that came with discovering she was Hillary's sister added depth and tension to her arc. Now, with Devon and Abby facing relationship strain, and with the Chancellor Winters family dealing with new divisions, Amanda's return could shake things up dramatically. But the real twist could be if the woman returning isn't Amanda at all. What if Hillary is still alive? After all, soap operas thrive on the impossible, and in Genoa City, death is rarely the end. Could it be that Hillary never truly died, and a mysterious benefactor kept her hidden away, waiting for the right moment to reappear? Such a reveal could send shockwaves through the canvas, particularly for Devon, who has tried to move on but never stopped loving Hillary. Imagine the fireworks if Devon is forced to choose between two women who share the same face, but very different hearts. The timing of this rumored return couldn't be more perfect. The show has been setting the stage for emotional upheaval in multiple storylines, and Amanda's re-emergence, or Hillary's resurrection, could intersect with several characters. For example, Mamie's ongoing plans for Chancellor Winters could benefit from Amanda's legal prowess. If Mamie is trying to wrest control from Jill, having Amanda back in her corner could give her the upper hand. On the other hand, if Hillary returns, her motives could be far more self-serving. Perhaps she's back to reclaim her spot as Genoa City's most captivating talk show host, or maybe she's after revenge against those she blames for her death. Meanwhile, Devon's romantic life is once again at a crossroads. His relationship with Abby has been steady but somewhat predictable, and many fans feel it lacks the intensity and passion that defined Devon's relationship with Hillary. If Hillary returns, all that stability could crumble. Abby's world might be turned upside down as she watches her partner's first love return from the grave. Even if Amanda returns instead of Hillary, her presence could still stir up emotional turmoil. Amanda's unfinished business with Devon, coupled with Abby's insecurities, could ignite a new love triangle that rivals some of Y&R's most memorable romantic showdowns. And let's not forget the broader ripple effect her return could cause. If Hillary were alive, Lily's guilt would resurface immediately. The car crash that took Hillary's life nearly destroyed Lily, leading to her imprisonment and lasting emotional scars. The revelation that Hillary survived, or that her death was staged, would devastate Lily, who has fought hard to rebuild her life and her family's trust. Hillary's return could reopen old wounds and set the stage for another intense winter's family feud. The show has also been subtly reintroducing legacy elements lately, including deep family ties and emotional continuity, so this might be the perfect opportunity for writers to revisit the Curtis Winters dynamic. Viewers have long wanted to see more of Devon's extended family, and Hillary or Amanda's return could open doors for exploring their roots, maybe even introducing new family members or long-lost connections. Beyond the family drama, Mishael Morgan's return, regardless of which character she plays, would be a massive win for the young and the restless. She's one of the show's most charismatic and talented performers, and her absence has left a noticeable void. Her ability to bring fire, vulnerability, and sophistication to her roles has always elevated the stories she's in. Fans still remember her as the first black actress to win a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, marking a historic milestone for both her and Y&R. Whether she's returning as Amanda or Hillary, it's guaranteed that her presence will reinvigorate the show's energy. If Amanda is the one to return, her story might involve redemption and unfinished business. She could come back to handle a major legal case involving Chancellor Winters or even Victor Newman's empire. Perhaps she's the one person Victor trusts to navigate a sensitive lawsuit or defend one of his children. Amanda's logical, composed demeanor could make her a powerful ally, or a strategic threat, depending on who hires her. Her return could also reignite her friendship with Phyllis Summers, whose life is once again spiraling between chaos and manipulation. Amanda was one of the few people who saw through Phyllis's defenses, and their reunion could offer both emotional depth and a strong female alliance. Alternatively, if Hillary is the one coming back, her return could be far more explosive. Hillary always thrived on controversy, and her second coming could be wrapped in mystery. Maybe she was kidnapped, hidden, or presumed dead after an elaborate scheme gone wrong. Maybe someone like Tucker McCall or even Colin Atkinson played a role in her disappearance. If Hillary returns with a chip on her shoulder, she might target those she feels betrayed her, Devon, Lily, or even Nate Hastings, who's still struggling with his own demons. Hillary's presence would also shake up the media landscape in Genoa City. With Chancellor Winters' involvement in media, Hillary could easily reclaim her throne as a talk show powerhouse. Imagine her launching a new show that exposes Genoa City's secrets, using her sharp wit to tear down reputations and rebuild her empire. It would bring the perfect mix of glamour, danger, and moral complexity that soaps thrive on. There's also a wild theory circulating among fans: what if both Amanda and Hillary exist at the same time? Soap operas have pulled off twin returns before. Perhaps Hillary survived but lost her memory, and Amanda finds her while working a legal case. The emotional confrontation between the sisters would be riveting, Amanda's analytical nature clashing with Hillary's fiery passion. Together, they could team up for revenge, justice, or redemption. This kind of storyline could give Mishael Morgan an opportunity to flex her acting skills to the fullest, portraying both sides of the coin in one intense arc. Either way, the excitement among viewers is undeniable. The possibility of Mishael's comeback, whether as Hillary or Amanda, promises drama, romance, and shock value in true Y&R fashion. The writers have a golden opportunity here to tap into nostalgia while propelling new storylines forward. With Genoa City currently simmering with corporate betrayals, romantic fractures, and family secrets, a character like Hillary or Amanda could easily become the catalyst that changes everything. Imagine Amanda representing Kyle Abbott in a legal battle against Victor. Or Hillary returning to expose a scandal involving the Newmans. The possibilities are endless. And given that the show has recently been revisiting emotional storylines with returning characters like Claire, Daniel, and others, this could be part of a broader strategy to bring back familiar faces that connect the past and present. In the end, whether she's Amanda Sinclair, the refined lawyer with a heart full of quiet pain, or Hillary Curtis, the scandalous talk show diva who lives for chaos, Mishael Morgan's return will be a turning point for the young and the restless. It's the kind of twist that reignites fan passion, fuels speculation, and keeps everyone glued to their screens. As Genoa City braces for another storm, one thing is certain: when Mishael Morgan walks back into that iconic set, all eyes will be on her. Because in a town full of secrets, power plays, and second chances, few women command attention quite like her. Stay tuned, because whichever role she reprises, Amanda or Hillary, her return will change everything. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? Report ad. But what if Morgan's return reprises her Hillary Curtis role? Y&R spoilers: which role will she reprise? Amanda Sinclair or Hillary Curtis? Y&R spoilers: which role will she reprise? Amanda Sinclair or Hillary Curtis? The Young and the Restless fans are on the edge of their seats after new rumors point to the return of Mishael Morgan to Genoa City, but the big mystery is, who will she be this time? Will she reprise her role as the intelligent, driven attorney Amanda Sinclair, or could the writers pull off the unthinkable and bring back the fiery and unforgettable Hillary Curtis from the dead? Both characters left an undeniable mark on Y&R, and both departures left open doors for dramatic returns that could shake up everything from family loyalties to romantic connections. Fans can't stop speculating, and the excitement around Mishael's possible comeback is reaching a fever pitch. The actress first entered the world of The Young and the Restless as Hillary Curtis, a cunning and ambitious woman who used charm and manipulation to get ahead. Hillary came to Genoa City under shady circumstances, originally plotting revenge against Neil Winters, only to fall deeply in love with his son, Devon Hamilton. Their forbidden romance became one of the most captivating and emotional storylines in recent Y&R history. Hillary's passion, wit, and complexity made her a fan favorite despite her moral flaws. When she tragically died following a car accident caused by Lily Winters, it devastated not just Devon but the entire fanbase. Her death scenes were some of the most gut-wrenching moments on the show, and Mishael Morgan's performance earned her critical acclaim and, eventually, a Daytime Emmy Award, making her the first black actress to ever win Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. For many fans, Hillary's story never felt truly finished. There have been whispers for years that her death might not have been as final as it seemed. In a world where people are presumed dead only to reappear years later with shocking explanations, Hillary's resurrection is far from impossible. And now, with Y&R leaning heavily on legacy and nostalgia-driven storytelling, the time feels perfect for a jaw-dropping twist that brings her back. But before Hillary, Mishael's second role on the show, Amanda Sinclair, brought a different energy to Genoa City. When Amanda first arrived, she was a mystery woman who looked exactly like Hillary, instantly leaving everyone stunned. Eventually, it was revealed that Amanda was Hillary's long-lost twin sister, separated at birth and raised in completely different circumstances. Where Hillary was fiery and impulsive, Amanda was calculated, calm, and rational. She worked as a high-powered attorney, representing powerful figures like Devon, Billy, and even the Newmans, and her no-nonsense attitude made her a formidable presence in the courtroom. Her storyline involving her abusive biological family and the revelation that Nia Benedict was her mother gave Amanda emotional depth and strength that viewers respected. Her romance with Devon showed a softer side of her, one that sought love and stability rather than chaos and control. But Amanda's departure was abrupt. After discovering Devon had kissed Abby and feeling betrayed by the man she trusted most, Amanda left town to regain control of her life. Her goodbye was dignified, but fans knew it wasn't truly the end. Amanda's story still feels unfinished, her bond with Devon unresolved, and her professional future wide open. So now, with hints of Mishael Morgan's possible return swirling across social media and soap circles, everyone's asking the same question: who will she be this time? There are compelling reasons for either possibility, and both options come with juicy storyline potential. If Mishael returns as Amanda Sinclair, it could tie directly into the Chancellor Winters saga that's currently bubbling under the surface. With Jill, Devon, and Mamie all at odds over the company's direction, Amanda's legal expertise could make her an essential player in the war for corporate control. She could easily be pulled back to Genoa City by Mamie, who might see her as the perfect ally to keep Devon and Nate in check while fending off Jill's manipulations. Amanda has always been about fairness and justice, and if she believes the company's legacy is being threatened, she might return to defend her family's interests. Plus, there's Devon. He may claim to have moved on with Abby, but there's no denying that his connection with Amanda was profound. Her return could reignite old feelings, especially if she comes back stronger, more confident, and ready to confront him about the pain he caused. That kind of emotional confrontation is exactly what Y&R thrives on: pain, forgiveness, and rekindled passion. But what if Mishael's comeback isn't as Amanda? What if the show shocks everyone by revealing that Hillary Curtis never died? The emotional and dramatic potential of that twist would be off the charts. Imagine Devon's reaction if the woman he mourned and could never forget suddenly walks back into his life. His world would collapse and rebuild in the same breath. Abby would be shaken to her core, realizing she could never compete with the love Devon and Hillary shared. Lily, too, would face a reckoning, because she was behind the wheel of the car that killed Hillary. The guilt she buried for years would explode back to the surface, threatening her relationships with her brother and her sense of self. It would be a domino effect of emotional chaos. And let's not forget the media world of Genoa City. Hillary was the queen of GC Buzz, the talk show that kept everyone on their toes. If she came back, she could reclaim her crown, this time with a vengeance. She might expose corruption, reveal secrets, or even manipulate stories to get revenge. A resurrected Hillary could be more cunning than ever, playing everyone against each other while hiding her true motives. Her return could spark rivalries with Phyllis, Audra, and even Nikki, especially if she decides to take back control of her narrative and the media empire she once ruled. But how would the writers justify Hillary's resurrection? There are endless possibilities. Perhaps she was saved at the hospital by a mysterious doctor who kept her hidden for years while she recovered from severe injuries. Maybe she lost her memory and has been living under a new identity, only recently regaining her past. Or, in classic soap opera fashion, maybe someone faked her death for reasons yet unknown, perhaps to protect her from a threat we never knew existed. The idea of Hillary returning to Genoa City after years in hiding, scarred but stronger, would create instant fireworks and emotional payoffs for fans who have never stopped missing her. Then there's the most deliciously wild theory of them all: what if both Amanda and Hillary exist at the same time? Soap operas have pulled off twin storylines countless times, and Mishael Morgan has the acting chops to make it believable. Imagine Amanda uncovering evidence that Hillary is alive, setting off a chain of events that forces both women to face their shared history, their complicated love for Devon, and their moral differences. Hillary's impulsive, emotional energy against Amanda's calm intellect would be a powerhouse dynamic. They could clash, unite, or even switch places to outsmart their enemies. It would be one of Y&R's most talked about storylines in years. From a production standpoint, bringing back Mishael Morgan makes perfect sense right now. Y&R is leaning into its legacy while reintroducing familiar faces to boost fan excitement and ratings. With recent returns like Danny, Phyllis's resurgence, and Tucker's chaos, Mishael's return fits the pattern perfectly. She represents a vital link to the show's modern golden era, and her return could serve as a catalyst to reinvigorate multiple storylines. Whether she's a lawyer fighting for justice or a diva reclaiming her throne, her presence always brings intensity and sophistication. If she's back as Amanda, we might see her go toe-to-toe with Victor Newman in a courtroom battle that exposes Newman Enterprises' secrets. If she's Hillary, she might launch a scandalous exposé that drags the entire Newman and Abbott clans into public disgrace. Either way, her character would once again be at the center of Genoa City's storm. For Devon, this return, no matter which twin it is, will redefine his world. His heart has never truly healed from Hillary's loss, and his betrayal of Amanda left deep scars. Seeing Mishael Morgan's face again, filled with all that history, would reignite emotions he's tried to bury. Abby might find herself sidelined as Devon wrestles with his past. The tension would be electric, the kind of soapy turmoil fans live for. Lily would also face her own reckoning. Her fragile peace with Devon could crumble if Hillary returns, and her guilt might push her to make desperate decisions. Nate, too, could be pulled into the mess, especially since he was once entangled with Hillary himself. The possibilities for emotional storytelling are endless. In the end, Mishael Morgan's return, whether as Amanda Sinclair or Hillary Curtis, is exactly the kind of bold move the young and the restless needs right now. Her talent, charisma, and fanbase are undeniable, and her characters have left a void that no one else has been able to fill. If she's Amanda, we'll see power, redemption, and unfinished love. If she's Hillary, we'll see passion, revenge, and resurrection. Either path leads to explosive drama. One thing is for sure, when Mishael Morgan walks back onto the Y&R set, Genoa City will never be the same again. Fans are bracing themselves for emotional twists, shocking reveals, and unforgettable moments, because no matter which name she goes by, Hillary or Amanda, she's about to reclaim her place as one of the young and the restless most compelling women. And in true soap fashion, her return promises to deliver the chaos, heartbreak, and drama that fans crave. Stay tuned, because when she reappears, everything you thought you knew about Genoa City will be turned upside down. Y&R spoilers promise major plot twists on the horizon, but bringing back Hillary to life might be a hard thing to do. But the show does love ghostly encounters, don't they? With that said, there was a while there when John Abbott, Jerry Douglas, would visit his son Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and the rest of the Abbott kids. What is this? Report ad. Plus, Cassie Newman, Cameron Grimes, still drops by now and again to say hi. Could Mishael's return bring back Hillary for the great beyond? Maybe Lily has a fever dream where Hillary takes center stage in? The stress of going to court against her brother could take its toll. Perhaps, Devon starts to feel guilty about his role in all this Chancellor Winters drama, and Hillary returns to give him some words of wisdom. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Mishael Morgan hints courtroom drama for Amanda's return. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers offer insight into Amanda Sinclair's, Mishael Morgan, Genoa City return. The actress initially posted on Instagram alerting fans of her Y&R comeback, revealing she was headed to Los Angeles to participate in some scenes for the soap. More recently, she provided additional details about Amanda's Y&R return on her IG story. Looks like Sinclair will have her hands full with some courtroom drama. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Amanda Sinclair's scenes are with Christine Williams, Lily Winters, and Devon Hamilton. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Mishael Morgan hints courtroom drama for Amanda's return. The Young and the Restless fans are buzzing with excitement after Mishael Morgan dropped a major hint about her long-awaited return to Genoa City, and it sounds like she's coming back with a vengeance. The Emmy-winning actress, who captured hearts as the brilliant and composed attorney Amanda Sinclair, recently teased that her upcoming storyline could involve some intense courtroom drama. While details remain tightly under wraps, her words were enough to send the fanbase into overdrive. Could Amanda be returning to take on one of the most powerful families in Genoa City? Or will she find herself defending someone close to her against shocking accusations? Whatever the case, this comeback promises to deliver the kind of emotional, high-stakes drama that Mishael Morgan always brings to the screen. Amanda Sinclair was last seen leaving Genoa City after heartbreak and betrayal. Her relationship with Devon Hamilton imploded when she discovered he'd shared a moment of passion with Abby Newman, shattering the trust she'd worked so hard to build. After a painful confrontation, Amanda made the difficult decision to leave town, seeking clarity and peace away from the chaos of Genoa City. Fans were devastated by her exit, as Mishael's portrayal of Amanda brought intelligence, compassion, and quiet strength to the show's canvas. Her ability to balance vulnerability with fierce independence made Amanda one of Y&R's most grounded yet compelling women. But now, it appears Amanda's return won't just be about tying up loose ends, it'll be about power, justice, and perhaps a little revenge. In a recent interview, Mishael hinted that her character's re-entry would revolve around a major legal case, one that could rock the foundations of Genoa City's elite. Let's just say Amanda's been sharpening her legal skills and she's ready to face off against some familiar names, she teased, flashing that signature enigmatic smile that fans know all too well. The clue immediately set off a flurry of speculation. Given Amanda's legal background and her past connections with the Newmans, Abbotts, and the Chancellor Winters clan, there's no shortage of possible storylines for her to dive into. One strong possibility is that Amanda could return to represent Chancellor Winters in a major lawsuit. With Mamie Johnson back in town stirring up family tensions and Jill Abbott fiercely protecting her territory, it's easy to imagine that corporate warfare could erupt. Jill's cutthroat business tactics could come under legal scrutiny, especially if Mamie decides to take her to court. Amanda's return in that scenario would make perfect sense. Mamie has always seen her as family, and Amanda's sense of justice could drive her to defend the legacy of the Winters family against outside manipulation. A courtroom showdown between Jill and Amanda would be soap gold, blending family loyalty with fiery cross-examinations and corporate secrets. On the other hand, some fans believe Amanda might return to take on Victor Newman himself. The idea of Amanda facing off against the mighty Victor in a courtroom battle has electrified social media. Amanda has the intellect, courage, and legal acumen to stand toe-to-toe with the Newman patriarch, and such a storyline would instantly cement her as one of the most formidable women in Genoa City. Whether she's representing a client wronged by Newman Enterprises or exposing corruption within the company, Amanda could easily become the biggest legal threat Victor has faced in years. Imagine the fireworks as she methodically dismantles Victor's defense piece by piece while maintaining her trademark calm composure. But it's not just the courtroom action that fans are eager for, it's also the emotional undercurrents that come with Amanda's return. Her complicated history with Devon will inevitably surface, especially now that his relationship with Abby seems to be losing its spark. The tension between them will be impossible to ignore. Devon still carries guilt over betraying Amanda, and seeing her again could stir up old feelings and regrets. For Amanda, coming face to face with Devon after everything that happened could either reignite her love for him or reaffirm her decision to move on. Either way, it's bound to be emotionally explosive. Then there's Lily Winters, Amanda's former ally and one-time friend. Their bond fractured after Devon's betrayal, but Lily and Amanda once shared mutual respect and professional admiration. With Lily's life now in turmoil due to her own personal and business challenges, Amanda's return could either mend or further complicate that relationship. If Amanda ends up defending Mamie against Lily's company, old wounds could reopen. Watching Amanda choose between loyalty to family and loyalty to justice would make for powerful, layered storytelling. Mishael Morgan also hinted that Amanda might have undergone some changes during her time away. Amanda has evolved, she said. She's not the same woman who left Genoa City in tears. She's tougher, more confident, and maybe even a little dangerous. That line alone sent fans into a frenzy. Could this mean Amanda's return will have an edge to it? Perhaps she's no longer just a brilliant lawyer but also someone who's learned to play the game like the best of them. In other words, this new Amanda might not only be fighting for justice, she might be seeking power. A more assertive Amanda could find herself clashing with heavyweights like Victor, Tucker, and Phyllis, each of whom thrives on manipulation. Her new attitude could shock people who remember her as quiet and reserved. If she's coming back to Genoa City with unfinished business, there's no telling what kind of chaos she might unleash in the name of justice or revenge. And speaking of Tucker McCall, there's also the intriguing possibility that he might have a hand in her return. Tucker has a history of manipulating situations to serve his own interests, and bringing Amanda back to town to stir up trouble for Devon or Chancellor Winters would fit his playbook perfectly. Amanda, however, isn't easily manipulated. If Tucker tries to use her, he could quickly learn he's met his match. Watching these two master strategists square off would be a fascinating power play that could reshape multiple storylines. Another juicy theory is that Amanda's new case could involve Phyllis Summers. Phyllis has a long list of legal troubles and a knack for getting into messy predicaments. If Amanda returns to defend her former friend, it could reignite their complicated dynamic. Phyllis respects strong women, but she also has a tendency to cross boundaries. Amanda's ethical nature could clash with Phyllis's reckless behavior, creating a compelling moral tug-of-war. Their courtroom interactions could blend tension, humor, and genuine emotion as Amanda tries to save Phyllis from herself once again. Meanwhile, the courtroom drama itself could deliver some of the most electrifying scenes Y&R has produced in years. Imagine Amanda in full command, cross-examining witnesses, outsmarting rivals, and using her razor-sharp intellect to expose secrets that could destroy reputations. Mishael Morgan has always excelled in powerful, dialogue-heavy scenes, and this storyline could showcase her at her absolute best. Fans still remember her intense exchanges with Victor, Devon, and Billy, moments that proved Amanda's words could cut deeper than any weapon. With her back in the courtroom, Amanda could become Genoa City's ultimate force of reckoning. But not all battles are fought in court. Amanda's personal life could also take some dramatic turns. Perhaps she meets someone new, a fellow attorney, a client, or even an unexpected romantic rival. A new love interest could challenge Amanda emotionally, forcing her to confront her guarded heart. Or maybe she'll reunite with someone from her past, reigniting an old spark that threatens her sense of control. No matter which direction the writers choose, Amanda's story is guaranteed to be layered, emotional, and driven by Mishael's commanding presence. The actress's return couldn't come at a better time for the young and the restless. As the show continues to blend corporate drama, family feuds, and romantic intrigue, adding Amanda back into the mix injects a fresh burst of sophistication and strength. Her presence elevates every storyline she's part of, bringing both intelligence and emotional weight. Fans have missed that balance, the grace under pressure, the quiet determination, and the moral clarity she brings to even the messiest of situations. Mishael's hint about courtroom drama signals that the writers plan to give Amanda a powerful comeback, one worthy of the legacy she's built on the show. Whether she's defending the innocent, prosecuting the guilty, or uncovering the hidden corruption that runs through Genoa City's elite, Amanda Sinclair is poised to reclaim her position as one of the most formidable women on daytime television. And if her return intertwines with Devon, Lily, and Abby, viewers can expect heartbreak, redemption, and the kind of emotional storytelling that made fans fall in love with her character in the first place. As speculation intensifies, one thing is certain: Amanda Sinclair's return won't be quiet. She's coming back to make waves, win cases, and perhaps settle a few personal scores. The courtroom lights are about to shine bright again, and when Mishael Morgan steps into that spotlight, she'll remind everyone why she's one of Y&R's most powerful and unforgettable stars. So buckle up, Genoa City, because when Amanda Sinclair returns, justice and drama are coming with her. Y&R spoilers suggest that Amanda is only filming a few episodes with the soap opera. With that said, actress Laura Lee Bell, Christine Williams, notes in the comments section of Morgan's original Instagram post that it was a fun day of filming. In addition, featured in both Mishael and Laura Lee's Instagram stories are the two ladies at Crimson, high-fiving each other. Morgan also shares a video on her IG stories, with the Y&R theme music in the background, of her and Belle, as well as actress Crystal Khalil, Lily Winters, and actor Bryton James, Devon Hamilton. It looks as if they are on a courtroom-type set. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? Report ad. Y&R spoilers, Amanda returns to battle it out in the courtroom, wants to bring Devon down. Y&R spoilers hint that Amanda may become a major player during the Chancellor Winters courtroom battle between Lily, Devon, and Jill Abbott, Jess Walton. She's an incredible attorney, and if she was the lawyer to draft the initial contract that Hamilton signed, she was the company's attorney at the time, she may be able to provide a ton of value in the case. Not to mention the fact that a part of her would love to help bring Devon down. The Young and the Restless preview, Heather returns, Ashley evicted, Summer violated. View story. Especially in light of how he cheated on her with Abby Newman Abbott, Melissa Ordway, and the fact that he and the blonde have now shacked up. What goes around comes around. Mr. Hamilton always valued having Amanda in his corner, thanks to her legal expertise. The tables may turn on him fast in the near future, and he'll get a taste of being on the opposite end of her legal lash-out. Are you excited about Amanda's return to GC? Do you think Devon stands a chance with Sinclair in Lily and Jill's corner? Leave your comments below. Make sure to tune in daily to your favorite CBC soap to watch how this storyline unfolds. Also, continue to check this site for Y&R spoilers, updates, and news. Y&R spoilers, Amanda returns to battle it out in the courtroom, wants to bring Devon down. The Young and the Restless is about to explode with one of its most shocking comebacks in years. Amanda Sinclair is returning to Genoa City, and this time, she's not coming back to reconcile or forgive. She's coming back to fight. After months away, Mishael Morgan's powerhouse character is set to reappear on the canvas, but the kind-hearted, calm, and rational lawyer fans once knew may be long gone. In her place is a woman driven by betrayal, anger, and a burning need for justice. According to explosive new spoilers, Amanda is ready to wage a courtroom war against Devon Hamilton, the man who broke her heart and shattered her trust. And this isn't just a legal battle, it's deeply personal. For years, Amanda and Devon's relationship represented hope, redemption, and love overcoming the odds. She entered Genoa City as the mysterious look-alike of Devon's late wife, Hilary Curtis, and against all expectations, the two developed a real, passionate connection. Amanda was steady where Hilary had been impulsive, thoughtful where Hilary had been brash. Their love was rooted in trust and honesty, until Devon destroyed it. When Amanda discovered that Devon had cheated on her with Abby Newman, it marked the end of her belief in him. Her departure from town was quiet but devastating. Fans knew she was heartbroken, but no one could have predicted that her return would bring such fury and purpose. Now, months later, she's back, and she's on a mission to take Devon down in the courtroom and in the court of public opinion. The word around Genoa City is that Amanda has taken on a major case, one that pits her directly against Devon and Chancellor Winters. The once loving couple will now find themselves on opposite sides of a high-stakes legal showdown, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Rumor has it that Amanda has been hired by someone with deep pockets and a personal grudge against the company, possibly Jill Abbott's latest rival or even Mamie Johnson, who has been scheming to reshape the family legacy. Amanda's impeccable legal mind and personal knowledge of Devon's weaknesses make her the perfect weapon in this corporate war. But this isn't just about business for her, it's about closure, power, and reclaiming her dignity. The courtroom has always been Amanda's arena. She's known for her fierce intellect, razor-sharp arguments, and composure under pressure. But this time, she's fighting with emotion too, and that combination could make her unstoppable. Her case against Devon may start as a professional challenge, but it's clear there's personal vengeance buried deep within it. Every time she faces him across that courtroom, every time she dismantles his arguments, she'll be confronting the man who betrayed her trust. Devon will be blindsided by Amanda's return. After everything they shared, he likely thought he'd never see her again. He's spent the past few months trying to focus on his relationship with Abby and on running Chancellor Winters, but Amanda's sudden reappearance will rock him to the core. Seeing her standing there, confident, cold, and ready to take him on, will force Devon to face all the guilt and regret he's buried. Abby will immediately sense the tension between them, and that tension will start to erode her own sense of security. No matter how strong she tries to appear, Abby knows she can't compete with Amanda's history with Devon. Amanda was the woman who truly understood him, who challenged him intellectually and emotionally. The return of that energy, now laced with animosity, will be almost unbearable for Abby to handle. Fans can expect explosive confrontations between the three, as Abby's jealousy collides with Amanda's anger and Devon's guilt. Meanwhile, the corporate side of this battle is just as intense. If Amanda is indeed representing Mamie Johnson, she'll be going up against both Devon and Lily Winters in a family civil war that could tear Chancellor Winters apart. Mamie has made it clear that she wants control of the company and is willing to take bold risks to get it. Bringing Amanda in as her legal powerhouse would be a brilliant move, especially since Amanda knows every legal and emotional pressure point that could make Devon crack. Lily, caught in the middle, will be torn. She loves her brother, but she also respects Amanda deeply and knows she's only doing what she feels is right. Lily might even sympathize with Amanda's pain, remembering how betrayal and heartbreak feel firsthand. The tension between them will add another emotional layer to this already combustible situation. Then there's the wild card, Tucker McCall. Ever the manipulator, Tucker could be secretly involved in this entire situation. He's always looking for leverage, and Amanda's grudge against Devon could be the perfect opportunity for him to stir chaos and destabilize Chancellor Winters from within. Tucker might have been the one who helped bring Amanda back, convincing her that taking down Devon is the only way to truly heal. If that's the case, Amanda could find herself caught in one of Tucker's traps, a pawn in his power game. But if Tucker underestimates her, he might regret it. Amanda has never been easily manipulated. If she suspects Tucker's playing both sides, she could turn the tables and expose him, making him the next person to face her wrath. The emotional fallout from this courtroom battle will be enormous. Devon and Amanda's scenes together are expected to be charged with both tension and lingering affection. Despite her fury, Amanda's feelings for Devon aren't gone. Love like that doesn't disappear, it transforms into something darker, something sharper. Each cross-examination, each legal argument will carry the weight of their shared past. Amanda will hold Devon accountable not just for his actions as a businessman, but for what he did to her as a man who once claimed to love her. Devon, on the other hand, will struggle to separate personal emotion from professional defense. He may try to reason with Amanda outside of court, begging her to let go of her anger or trying to remind her of what they once had, but Amanda won't waver. This isn't the same woman who walked away in tears. This is a woman who has rebuilt herself from the ashes and learned that the best revenge is success, and victory. Adding to the chaos, Hillary Curtis's memory will loom large over all of this. The ghost of Hillary, Devon's first love and Amanda's late twin, has always haunted their relationship. Now, as Amanda stands in front of Devon again, fans will see glimpses of Hillary's fire and passion in her eyes. Some might even wonder if Amanda is channeling her sister's spirit, fighting for justice the way Hillary would have if she were still alive. The emotional symmetry is powerful and poetic. Devon once lost Hillary to tragedy, and now he could lose Amanda to retribution. The upcoming episodes are expected to showcase some of Mishael Morgan's most riveting work yet. Courtroom scenes have always been a staple of daytime drama, but Y&R hasn't seen a legal showdown like this in years. Expect intense monologues, fiery objections, and shocking evidence that changes everything. Amanda's strategy will be precise, her questions surgical, her demeanor icy. But behind that mask of professionalism, the audience will see flashes of the hurt woman who loved and lost, and who now seeks justice in her own way. Devon's world will start to crumble piece by piece. His company, his reputation, even his relationship with Abby could all be at risk. Amanda will hit him where it hurts most, his pride. For a man who prides himself on integrity and loyalty, being publicly confronted by the woman he betrayed could destroy him. And yet, there's still the possibility that this battle will end with an unexpected twist. In the soap world, love and hate often walk hand in hand. Amanda and Devon's chemistry has always been electric, and despite their differences, there's still a magnetic pull between them. Could the heat of their rivalry reignite the passion they once shared? Or will Amanda stay true to her mission and see her revenge through to the bitter end? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, this storyline will be a game-changer. Mishael Morgan's return promises to bring back the fire and intelligence that fans have been missing, while Brighton James, Devon, will deliver some of his most emotional work as he faces the consequences of his past choices. Their courtroom clash could easily become one of the defining storylines of the year. As Genoa City braces for Amanda's return, alliances will shift, secrets will surface, and no one will come out unscathed. The woman Devon once called his greatest love is now his greatest adversary, and she's not holding back. This is Amanda Sinclair like fans have never seen her before, ruthless, brilliant, and determined to win. Whether it's justice, revenge, or closure she's truly after, one thing is clear, when Amanda walks into that courtroom, the game changes forever. So buckle up, Y&R fans, because the battle between Amanda and Devon isn't just legal, it's personal, passionate, and primed to leave Genoa City in ruins.